welcome to the Boomcast. I am Michael. I am gathered. We're gathered here today. Starting church here. I have the amazing Dan. Dan, how are you doing?
Hello, Mikey. I just got a quick word for you. I know what you did last Friday.
Oh no, I don't know what I did
Yeah.
last Friday, but it's probably bad.
You know.
And probably his accomplice or my accomplice in things, Jake. Jake, how's it going?
Hey, so what's up, guys?
I'm
No
very-
notes again.
No notes, no notes. I'm very curious about. I'm very curious about this Friday, but we'll figure that out later. Yeah. So this week's topic is basically switching mediums. So whether that is a movie, if there's a movie you really like and you want to see that as a video game or as a TV show, or vice versa, switching it around. What is a good movie or TV show or game that you'd like to see as a in a different form? So let's go ahead. We'll just jump straight into movies, shall we? Yeah. All right. So let's see here. So first and foremost, in our episode 0 that we recorded, we talked about our favorite or our most anticipated upcoming movies. And we all kind of forgot one movie that Dan brought up after the podcast.
Because that's the perfect time.
The perfect time to figure things out.
Gave us a week to think about it.
Yeah. We forgot the movie Dune, and that's a big movie.
That's a huge one.
Yeah. I've always wanted to watch the original Dune, but I've never seen it, and I have never read any of the books or anything like that. I've heard great things, but this new movie looks really freaking good. I'm excited for it. There's a good cast. Timothée Chalamet, I've heard good things about him, mainly from little girls or whatever. Like, oh my god, Timothée Chalamet. But, yeah. What do you guys think?
What Sage sounds like?
That's what Sage sounds like, yeah.
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 No, I'm really excited for it. It's been a long time since I've seen the original. Never read the books, but it looks amazing, especially the giant sandworms shown in the trailer. And I heard from a friend that this does well, they might be getting a sequel or another movie after that. So
that's
we'll see.
interesting. Oh, the two things I know about Dune is, or I guess 3 things. You have blue eyes. Pretty sure that's related to blue spice, and then sandworms. That's all I know about it. So
That's perfect.
going in fresh.
Yeah, as am I. What I'm most excited about is the cast.
Yeah.
They have some solid players and also some we've seen them kind of one-faceted, and I'm wondering to see how they do here. It is seemingly like more of an action sci-fi type of movie, obviously. So this isn't exactly out of Jason Momoa's comfort zone or out of Dave Bautista's comfort zone. But
Batista,
see Zendaya in another action type movie. I think that they can really hit this out of the park. Just based off the supporting cast alone. Also, Polka Dot Man.
Is he in it?
He's in it.
Really?
He absolutely is.
Oh.
David Dastmalchian. I think that's how you say that.
Right.
Close enough.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
It's Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man.
And then also the director, I felt, was it Villanueva? Felt he knocked it out of the park with Blade Runner 2049.
That's another movie I have not seen. I need to watch that.
Yeah, or at least visually, the movie's stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like he's bringing that flavor to Dune.
Cool.
Hey. I'm down for that.
Yeah, boy. And actually, talking about Polka Dot Man, I guess that kind of is a good transition.
And that's why I said it. But not really.
So all 3 of us have watched The Suicide Squad. We're not going to discuss spoilers or anything, so don't worry about that. But
I absolutely will.
Okay, well, Jake's going to spoil everything.
I'm just kidding. I love all of you.
But it might slip out.
It might. But we've all literally we just said if we like it or not in our little group chat we have, and then we're like we don't discuss until Wednesday. So I guess we should all start off. I really liked it. I'm assuming everyone else did, right?
Oh, absolutely. Miles ahead. I shouldn't say miles ahead because I did like the original in its own way. I just felt it wasn't a complete movie, and I
Yeah.
also felt that I mean, let's just face it, they totally wrecked Joker. Like he was just all over the place.
Yeah.
Not that it was Jared Leto's fault, but I think the artistic imagination there was just too crazy.
Yeah.
And
It was very strange.
not on point enough. This one was very very to the point, and but also it's Gunn, man.
Yeah.
It's so Gunn
It really is.
that
James Gunn, the
I mean,
director.
yeah, I don't know that I didn't laugh. I mean, I felt like I was laughing the whole movie
Yeah.
while also being totally invested in the actual storyline.
Yeah.
It was great. It was exactly how the first one should have been made.
I agree. Dan, what do you think?
I really enjoyed it. I gave it a boom.
Oh, snap.
I thought the cast that they brought together was fantastic. John Cena as Peacemaker and
That was great.
Idris Elba,
Yes.
Bloodsport. I thought their chemistry together kind of felt like Jason Statham and The Rock and Hobbs and Shaw,
Yeah.
just trying to one up each other.
Yeah.
And then I think probably Ratcatcher may have been a surprise favorite out of the whole entire movie with Sebastian.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And they made you fall in love with a shark.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They literally pulled what they took. They did the same exact thing that they did with Guardians. James Gunn did. He took Vin Diesel, a classical action star, dumbed down every single line you possibly could into 3 words, and turned him into Groot, which is the most lovable character. I mean, in my mind, easily from Guardians.
Yeah.
He did the same thing with Sylvester Stallone, and that's great.
What's his name?
I
King
loved
Shark
it.
or something like that?
King
Yeah,
Shark, I
King
believe.
Shark.
Yes. Just when, yeah, okay, never mind. I won't spoil any lines, but he's hilarious.
I just need to know Hand. That's the best one.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
No, I really liked it. I thought it was I love watching movies at like 2 a.m. because I can just like put my headphones on and sit at my computer and just watch a movie and be really involved with it. I thought it was really good. The story was good. I love Idris Elba. He's amazing. And his mask on that was friggin' awesome. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
All the tech on that, it was really good.
Yeah.
Really well done.
I know that where my take will differ from your guys's, and it's there's a I actually saw an article. I don't remember where it was from. I just saw it. I didn't read it. I just went scrolled through on Facebook and saw it. I'm like, I don't quite agree with that. But the article was about did the gore of the movie take away from the story? I don't agree with that. But where my opinion will differ from your guys', I'm sure, is I don't know why I can handle blood constantly. Like you can do The Shining, just blood coming down the hall or whatever, perfectly fine. There's like gore, I get all queasy inside, and I'm like, oh god, I just have a physical reaction to it. I don't know why. So I didn't like the movie as much as I could have without the gore, or like with the gore being in it. But I'm not knocking the movie because of that, because I know like you guys, it doesn't bother you, I'm sure. It's just for me specific. It's just something on me. It has nothing to do with the movie.
It wasn't so much. I guess for me, the gore was neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
It was there. It was part of the movie. I accepted it, but I wasn't like, man, this is sick. Like, no, I felt I didn't feel it was entirely necessary. However, I wasn't against it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna try to put this in the least spoilerish way possible. The opening scene, while it was probably top 5 moments of the movie, in my opinion, Also, top 5 disappointing moments.
Mm.
And the reason, and I can't even say the reason without spoiling it, but I just felt like for character development,
I
they
agree.
could have gone a lot of different ways if not for that opening.
Yeah. It
That
is
being
hard to walk
said,
around that.
yeah, and I know Dan's like thinking to himself like, but I
Yeah.
promise you, if I could talk if I could talk in spoiler terms, I think you
Yeah.
would agree with me.
I got a counter to that, but it's spoilerish.
Ah.
But the gore,
much.
the first death, I don't know, it kind of took me back, and then I'm like, okay, I forgot this is rated R. This is done.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think that's what really surprised me. Like, I couldn't even say I get super bothered by like I still get bothered, but like watching a Tarantino movie, you expect
Oh, yeah.
that, you know.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Spraying
bothers
everywhere.
me as much in that. I think it just kind of like I'm like, oh my god, I forgot that you know this is a crazy movie or whatever. So it took me back a bit, but like I said, I'm not hurting them. I'm not judging the movie based off of that because I know that's just my reaction, you know. And most people who are going to see that probably won't care.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's really good. It's on HBO Max if you want to watch it, or wait for it to come out on Blu-ray, or go see it in theaters. You know, Dan, you saw it in theaters, right?
Yep. I went, saw it opening night. It was actually, I'd say, at least 75% full.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Jake and I watched it on HBO Max. But yeah, it's a great movie. The whole Boomcast recommends it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So the movie section of this podcast is gonna be a little bit longer today. So we're halfway through the movie section. But Jake brought up a really cool idea for the weekly podcast, and that is to have one person recommend a movie that another person on the podcast has not seen to that person. That person has to watch it. So Jake had me sit down and watch Silence of the Lambs for the first time, and that was an amazing movie. I really liked it. I thought it was a bit slow towards the middle or whatever, but like just Anthony Hopkins just killed it as Hannibal Lecter.
Thing he's bad at. I think he may be one of the top 5 greatest humans.
I agree. Yeah.
He is a god.
Among actors, yes.
Yes.
show.
Westworld was amazing too with him in it.
Yeah, it was.
So this week's movie recommendation, I'm going to give a movie for Jake and Dan if Dan has not seen it. Which I don't think you have because I looked it up on IMDb and there's only like 13,000 views, I think, or like reviews. So I would doubt that you've seen it, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring us over to that screen, and that is the movie Just Visiting. Jake, I'm gonna go ahead and send it to you, and I'll send it to you too, Dan. Just one moment. Jake, I'll send yours through Steam.
Damn.
Hey, boy. And then Dan, you can take a look at that if you'd like. So this is just the IMDb page for it. So it is a movie from 2001 called Just Visiting. Has Jean Reno in it, who is an amazing actor. But basically, I'll read what the synopsis is. Which I think the synopsis for this is utter crap. Like I'm like, did a 2-year-old write this? But a French count is in England to marry the princess. She's killed. A wizard helps him travel back in time before the murder, but he ends up in Chicago, April 2000. A descendant helps him. Can he return to the 1100s? So this is essentially a comedy. It has got Christina Applegate in it as well, and it's basically a comedy about 2 knights, or a knight and his squire, go back or try to save the princess that he's supposed to marry. But the wizard messes up and brings him to Chicago in modern day, well, 2000 modern day. And basically he has they have no idea where they are. They're so confused, and it's basically them just bumbling around looking for the wizard, trying to get back to their time. And it's freaking hilarious. And what I found out, trying to bring up the IMDb page, is that it's actually based off of another French movie, like two French movies actually. And it's funny, it's basically a remake. There are two movies. One's in 1993 called Les Visiteurs, and it's basically the exact same movie, just like different names and stuff. But they go to 1993. And then 5 years later, in 1998, they had a Visitors too. I've seen Just Visiting 1,000 times. Like, that's obviously, exaggeration, but I've seen it so many times. And I never knew that there was French movies that it's based off of. And that just, it blew my mind. But I highly recommend it, Jake, Dan, and anyone else that wants to watch a hilarious movie. This is a great movie from my childhood, and yeah, it only got a 5.8 on IMDb, but don't listen to that. I find it funny that only 19,000 people have reviewed it. I'm like, dude, it's so good. So that is your guys' tasks to.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Probably because I talk about it a lot.
Yeah, no, I actually think I saw when I was a chitlin. I'm pretty sure I saw the commercials for this movie, and I did want to see it. I just don't think I ever went and saw it. So yeah,
today's
I'll
the
definitely
day.
watch it.
Or sometime this week.
Before the next.
Yeah.
Don't rush me.
Oh no, you're watching it tonight.
You
can watch it on Prime Video for $3.99.
Is it streaming anywhere?
Prime Video for $3.99. I do have a copy that I can lend to you.
I can probably spend the $3.99, but I mean,
yeah, we'll figure it out. But
I may even be up there sometime this week. Maybe we can sit down and watch it together.
Dad, you're coming down too. We're all gonna watch it.
Maybe a little busy this weekend.
Pick things up and put them down.
But that is my recommendation for you guys, and you better watch it. Same for anyone listening.
Yeah, hey.
Do it.
Wife.
Yeah, wife. Honestly, I think she'd love it.
I told her she's supposed to be watching, so we'll see.
All right. So that is for the recommendation this week. I guess, Dan, do you want to do a recommendation next week?
Yeah,
I can figure something out. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the main topic, which again is what in this case, what movie would you like to see in another form? Yeah. So, Jake, do you want to go ahead and start?
Yeah. So, this movie, I don't know that it got great reviews, but I'm pretty sure all of us liked it. I'm positive. I'm almost positive we've all seen it. I would love to see a Looper game.
Oh,
I think that would be really cool.
That's a good one.
Time travel, just killing, assassinating people, amongst other things. I don't know if everybody's seen the movie, but I don't want to spoil everything. But yeah, I know you two have. I'm 99% sure. I thought that was an underrated movie. I loved it. I liked it a lot. I think me and Mikey. I don't know if you were there, Dan, but I'm pretty sure me and Mikey went and saw it in theaters together.
I think so.
Or maybe it was me and Dan. I don't know. I feel like I saw it with one of you two. Maybe both.
Makes sense.
I don't know.
It's both.
Yeah.
I mean, if you, Foster, and I can go see the third Twilight in theaters together, anything's possible.
This is the worst. Yeah. I liked that movie a lot. I think it would make for interesting gameplay. I'm actually really excited for my TV one too.
Yeah, dude, that's a good choice, man.
Yeah.
That never even crossed my path, but yeah, that'd be really cool. Just trying to, like take out your other self or something. That'd be cool. Dan, what do you got?
Okay, it's the movie and near and dear to all our hearts, especially you, Mikey. And I would love this movie to become a video game.
Anchorman.
It is.
I was kidding.
That would
It
be
is
hilarious.
How'd you know?
Whoa.
I know. Lord of the Rings
Oh.
have a massive Skyrim type game, but with set in Middle Earth.
Yeah, that'd be really
I don't know
cool.
that's been done, has it?
No. So
No.
there's been plenty of Lord of the Rings games, but none like a
They've all been-
Skyrim.
I feel like they've mostly been movie based.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
as
the
in literally
PlayStation 2
movie.
Yeah, the PlayStation 2 games were movie based.
Yeah.
So you're
And then
kind
the
of
middle.
thinking like Pokemon concept like that they're coming out with here in the future where it's like a completely open world type thing.
Oh, yeah, open world, everything. Pretty much all of Middle Earth is open. And I don't know, as the main story just advances to the final spoilers for Return of the King.
That movie in
Frodo
2003.
Yeah.
Frodo
no.
throwing the ring to
Yeah.
Mount Doom.
I
What?
could dig that.
No, I figured that'd be pretty
Surprise,
awesome.
surprise.
And you can get lost in Skyrim for a good 300 hours in side quests and ignore the main quests the whole time.
Yeah.
Figured that'd be a lot of fun.
Dude, I love Skyrim. That like having a Lord of the Rings kind of Skyrim you guys would not see me.
No,
I would
you
never
wouldn't
do
see
another
me either.
Boomcast again. I would just be playing that constantly.
Oh yeah, I would. I see. I've gotten into those games before, but like I've never. I don't know. Like whenever I get into those kind of games, it's mainly like a Pokemon type game where like I mean I guess that's not exactly similar, but I love the Pokemon concept.
Yeah.
So like if I hear about a new Pokemon game, I'm one of those dudes who's like I don't care if it's for like 10-year-olds.
I'm
playing
getting
it.
it. Heck yeah,
I'm
dude.
playing. It's like yeah.
That was
So
right.
I could definitely.
Yeah.
A wild hobbit appeared out of nowhere and attacked.
I
It's
think you
dead.
gotta get it critical.
You and your friends are dead.
Your friends are dead.
That's great. Yeah, like seriously, like I'd play so much of that. But okay, well then, my thing, I'm actually doing a little bit different from you guys. You guys both did a game. I'm actually taking a movie and turning it into a TV show. Because I saw this movie. I think I saw it in theaters. I believe so. And as soon as I got out of the theater, I'm like, I love this movie, but it would have been amazing as a TV show. And that is World War Z.
Oh, yes.
That movie was so good, but I felt like it was so fast, like going through each city and stuff. And you can turn each like incident, or I guess it's based off of the book. I guess there's like case files or like letters or something. The book is from like
I started
people.
to read it. I never finished it, but different people write different letters.
Yeah, like each season could be like a different letter or something,
Yeah.
or just like a different
Episode at the very least.
Yeah, or like turn each just make it. I mean, I don't want it to be just like this generic zombie show, but even if it was just like, this season takes place in Tokyo, and then you like next season it's like, okay, this is Moscow or whatever,
Yeah, I think that concept would be cool. But I agree. Like if you just did a generic zombie show, I feel like that's so overplayed
It
now.
really is. Yeah.
I mean, what's the new one on Netflix that I'm like, really, we're doing this again? Black something.
Black Summer. I've heard good things about that though. It's actually on my list to watch.
And that's fine,
Yeah.
but it's like,
It is
bro,
generic.
I'm not putting it ahead of my other stuff that's
Yeah.
not zombies because all I've seen for the last 10 years is zombies. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
I gave up on Walking Dead after season 6.
Oh, really?
I
I still have to
Yeah.
watch Walking Dead. Like I watched all of season 9. I started season 10. I just kind of not consciously gave up. I just kind of stopped it, and then I'm like, I want to pick it back up, but it is at least at this point a generic zombie, you know,
Yeah.
which I don't think if they made a World War Z TV show, I don't think it would be that same thing. You know, there's stories to tell.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's mine. So that is it for movies. If you have any recommendations, feel free to type them out, or if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to it wherever you're listening to or watching, just put in the comments, and we'll try to include those at some point. Okay, so I guess let's move on to TV, shall we?
We shall.
Okay, let's do
Yes.
it.
Okay. So, starting off, correct me if I'm wrong, is Mandalorian season 3 now filming, or is this filming very soon?
Very soon.
Very soon. Okay.
Is the Book of Fett just finished, or is
Okay.
very close to wrapping.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. Again, we're not going to discuss spoilers, especially because Jake has not seen season 2.
I've seen episode 1 or 2 of season 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one that I'm watching with Nikki, but I think I have the permission now to go on my own
So
Please do.
this is your television hall pass?
or something.
Or something.
We
There's
were getting
so
ready to
much about-
start.
There's
What?
so much about season 3 I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Mikey just said I can't.
Yeah. No talking about it.
Read the book to find out.
What?
You remember when we would do, like when we were kids, we'd do book reports,
Oh my
and you'd
gosh.
get to like the very end of it, and you'd have to go read the book to find out.
Yeah. Dude, okay, this is kind of a side tangent, but I don't care. We got plenty of time. So when I was in high school, I had a book report I had to do.
Did we do book reports?
I think it was like 9th grade. It was, like,
I
early.
didn't.
Oh.
Apparently.
Good students did, Jake.
Yes.
But I had a book report I had to do, and I think there was like I told my teacher that I was going to do a book report on some Mass Effect book.
My gosh, I know this story.
Yeah. Because Mass Effect just came out and they just made like a book or two about it, and I'm sitting there and it was like the day of, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the book report's due. I didn't even read that book. What the heck am I gonna do? So I went to our friend Me here, and I told him, like, all right, dude, I was supposed to read this book. I didn't, so I'm just gonna do it based off of the game.
We're talking about how bad of a student I am.
Shush. But I'm like, I'm going to do it based off the game. You've played this so many times. I've played it like once. So I'm going to need you to help me remember all the plot points, and I'm going to do that as the plot points. And then, so I sit there and I write it was like a page report or something. That's all they really required. I couldn't be bothered to do it. So I made the report, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, well, it has to be author. I'm like, I don't know who to put for this. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'll just make up an author. So I'm like, okay, who is my favorite game designer? I'm like, oh, Cliff Bleszinski. I'm like, sweet. I'm like, all right, so Cliff, that's his first name. And I'm like, okay, what should I do for last name? I'm like, what's my favorite, gun in a video game? I'm like, the Thompson in Call of Duty. I'm like, boom, Cliff Thompson. There we go. I submitted that. I got a freaking A on it.
That's Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin. Dude, that's basically is what happened. Yeah. But I didn't want to go over that because I found it absolutely hilarious that I did that. I did that all during lunchtime, and like the next period was was the English class. I'm like, nailed it. Okay, but yeah. So Mandalorian season 3 is gonna be filming soon. Jake, catch up. Do it now. Very important.
You can't make me.
Yes, I can.
Yes, we will.
It's true. Let's just jump.
Okay, Daddy Dan.
Daddy Dan. All right, that's his name from now on.
Oh,
Daddy Dan. Or Danger
Yes.
Dan. You like Danger Dan?
yeah, I'll take that instead.
Yeah. Or
Da-na-na, Dan.
what is it from SpongeBob? Dirty Dan?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Heck yeah.
The hash slinging slasher.
Let's go ahead and let's just jump into our main topic for TV then. Dan, would you like to get us started for this?
Of course. So I know Jake has watched the show. I'm not sure if Mikey has yet. And I misread the assignment, so I have another video game I want to play.
That works. I mean, that still works.
Okay.
I did it too.
So the TV show, well, now the TV show Invincible.
Ah!
I would love to play that as open worlds. I want to say it's New York or Chicago. Just destroy everything.
I was
And
gonna
it can be
say-
as violent as it wants.
I was gonna say that could even be a fighting game. I would love that, like an Injustice
yeah.
type thing. Oh man, that would be killer. Hey Mikey, I'll watch Mandalorian this week. I will catch up if you watch Invincible.
Deal.
Yes.
All right,
Good.
Dan, we're gonna
Great deal
get you
for
with
everyone.
some show you haven't watched yet. We're gonna do that.
Have you watched-
Doctor Who
Have you watched Doom Patrol?
season 1?
Oh, yeah. Well, I
Haven't
just started
watched
Doom
season 2
Patrol.
yet.
I like it so far.
It's interesting. It's a very weird show.
Yeah, the CGI in the first at least couple
Yeah.
episodes were really bad.
Doesn't get better in season 1.
Doesn't. Okay.
No.
But I like it so far. Brendan Fraser and was it Matt Bomer? I love them. That's besides the
Yeah.
point though. But
Exactly.
yeah, it's a good show.
Invincible. You should watch it
Mhm.
so we can all dream about playing it, because I think the TV show can go on for at least like almost 10 seasons. So that's how much content they can have for a video game.
How many episodes is the season?
10? 8 or 10?
Eight.
Are
I
they
think.
like 20-minute episodes or like an hour?
No, they're like
They're an
30.
hour.
Mm.
I thought the first couple were 40, and then it bumped
Yeah,
up to an
then it
hour.
bumped it up.
Okay. I can probably get that done this week.
I mean,
You got a deal, Jake.
okay. That's what my
Yeah.
gun sounds like, apparently.
Nice.
But this is off topic, and I apologize. But Brendan Fraser, isn't he about to be in something big?
He's a
Yes,
Martin
with,
Scorsese movie.
And Leo.
Mm.
Leo.
Leo,
Killers.
Robert De Niro.
I'm
Killer
so
of the
glad that
Moonflower?
guy's getting another chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called? Moonflower?
Killers of the Moonflower, something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna be an Apple movie.
Ah.
Or you can just
That's
get a
funny.
get a new phone. You get a year free of Apple, and then you guys can join us on PlayStation, and then you get 6 months of Apple TV on top of that.
Hmm.
Gonna
Ain't
be a
happening.
Hard pass on both. Well, possibly the iPhone.
Okay,
We'll
you
see.
need to watch Ted Lasso still. Remember?
I
course.
know, but I'm gonna figure out a way to do that. Mikey, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You actually probably have no idea.
No.
But but yeah, that's great for Brendan Fraser.
Mhm.
Mikey, do you want to go next? You want me to?
I can go next, sure.
All right.
All
Do it.
right. So, a TV show. I want it made. I'm sure eventually it'll be a movie, so I'm not going to do that. I want it made into a video game, a video game.
We are all doing video games then.
Yes. I don't know that you guys have seen this. I know it's super popular, especially in Spain. That's a clue.
Oh,
Yeah.
I believe it's called Casa de Papel, or in
Tower Heist.
American, Money Heist. Yeah.
Money
Ah,
Heist. That's the
yes.
one.
Yeah.
yes.
It's all about bank robberies. It's basically this TV show is what I consider a better, and I loved it, but a better Prison Break.
Yeah.
It's like it's all about trying to beat the opponent and stuff like that, and have a master plan. And when that doesn't go right, trying to figure out how to best the other person. You know, very Death Note esque of sorts.
A show I've never seen.
Yeah, and you never will watch because Austin spoiled it for you.
Mhm. And I don't even remember the spoiler.
Cool. But no, like, I mean, it's a bank heist show. That'd be so cool. Like, I loved Kane and Lynch and stuff like that. Back on Xbox 360, it would make such a great like multiplayer shooter or something. Um, I just can't see how it would be a bad game. And you can go through. I don't know if you want to do like if you want to make it kind of like an RPG too. And maybe like, all right, this person's trying to do this. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, okay, let's go try this path, kind of thing. That's another option. But even just like a bank heist, get the money, get out, kind of thing, I think would be awesome. But
you could even go like Siege does, Attackers and Defenders.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I could definitely see something like that being a game.
Mm-hmm.
Easily.
So that is my choice, Money Heist. Jacob, what is yours?
This will not be a popular pick.
Oh no.
However, I think you guys would be way more on board with this as a game as opposed to what it currently is, which is a TV show that is started out really cool, turned out being aimed towards fangirls, which is why Dan doesn't like it. I think a supernatural video game would be awesome. Now, granted, just think about it this way.
No.
I would probably only do like the first few seasons, like before they got angels involved.
Mm-hmm.
Literally just open world, traveling across the United States, stopping in towns, getting rid of demons, ghosts, like I think they're called Wimbagos, like all these different mythological creatures, pagan gods, stuff like that. Just going in there, like wiping them out. I feel like that's something that would be a really cool concept.
Yeah, that could be really cool.
Granted, I know that's not everybody's cup of tea as a show. And yeah, it got really repetitive after a while.
Yeah.
But I think in a game, I think that that would be more than friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
And it's funny because before this topic came out, I had just sent an article, and I'll try to send it to you guys, basically saying the same exact thing, that Supernatural would make a really good game. Like, and here's the thing though, like if you just thought about it and the Supernatural name wasn't attached to it, like Sam and Dean wasn't attached to it, would that idea of a game interest you? Because I know it would interest me.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
absolutely.
That's really cool.
I want to set something straight. I would never play it, but I would watch people play it.
Oh, just because it's creepy.
Yeah, dude, I can't do horror games, man. I'm like I played so many horror games. I'm like, all right, let's do this. And I'm like 5 minutes in, I'm like, that's enough for me, and I never pick it up again.
I'm out. Dun, 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 dun.
Pretty much. But yeah, dude, that sounds really cool. Yeah. I'm sure we'd never see Nikki again if that's the case.
Yeah. As long as Carry On My Wayward Son plays on loop, I think we'll be good.
Perfect.
Every time there's a boss fight, that would play. Because that's exactly what happened in the show. Every season finale. Carry on my
That's perfect. Yeah. So there you go. I think we all had really great options. I have to watch wait, both yours are really close. So Supernatural, and what was yours, Dan? It was
Invincible.
Invincible. I was thinking like superhero or something. Like, nope, that's a superhero show.
It's almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
That's on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll watch it. This week. Okay. So from there, we are going to jump into Dan's comic corner. Take us away.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into the main topic here. So for comic to go into a TV show or movie, this is on my mind, but we're not ready for this yet.
Oh,
Once The Boys is done, after all their seasons, then I think the audience will be ready for Saga.
what is that?
Right. Game of Thrones meets Star Wars meets Romeo and Juliet.
That
You
sounds
had me
pretty
at
awesome.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then lost me
So
towards
much.
the end because Game of Thrones was bad towards the end.
So,
Okay,
my
sorry.
wife. What?
Go ahead. We were just arguing.
Okay.
Not really arguing,
So-
agreeing, yet arguing.
So that's not my topic,
All right.
but I have two right here. I like a TV show because my wife brought up Stray Dogs. She read all 5 issues in one night. So essentially, it is a murderer going around to dog parks, finding owners, killing them, and then taking their dogs back to his house. So it is through the eyes of dogs throughout the whole thing as they slowly memories come back of their owners.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
That
Yeah,
sounds
and-
like a show Mikey would hate.
Yes.
But I would
It's
watch
very
every
intense.
second of that.
I figure they can at least get a movie out of that and go into some more detail, but it is very heart pounding and with cute, cuddly dogs because the artwork in that awesome.
I assume that's why Alexa picked up the dogs.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
I didn't
Shut up,
know that.
Alexa!
Okay, but the main choice I present to you guys is East of West. I'm not currently finished with it. I'm about halfway through, but essentially this is if the Civil War never stopped and just kept going, and America
War.
splits off into 7 different nations, and this takes place in like a futuristic Western.
Okay.
So
Oh.
there is like a prophet or a message that is incomplete about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So essentially, they determine the future, and with like a famine, conquest, and war, they all die, but death does not, and he is on a revenge mission to find his wife and son. And the other 3 are reborn as 10-year-olds trying to complete the prophecy, pretty much.
Now, is this something that I'm not sure if you said or not. Are you wanting this to like turn into like a TV show or?
Oh yeah, sorry, a TV show in the future.
It sounds like
they can.
I'd watch the crap out of that TV show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We'd be doing this, watching that show.
Of course.
pretty much.
That would be.
They can. It's about 45 issues, so they can get maybe 4 to 5 seasons out of it.
That's perfect.
Drag it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just
Like,
that futuristic Western it's really cool.
Is it done, or is it still ongoing?
Yeah, it's a complete story now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cool, dude.
Yeah, man. You're starting to get me to think about reading, and I don't read.
I don't.
Yes.
I selected to lead, not to read.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then so I guess we'll just bring it back to my top 5 comics that came out this week.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yes. And they're all available today at your local comic book store, so please pick them up.
Unless you live where I live.
Yes, middle of nowhere. Okay, so we have Daredevil number 33. Continue amazing series. For some reason, Marvel, the past 20 years, Daredevil has been one of the top series, like,
Hmm.
and they switch out creators every couple of years, and it's always the best Marvel title or one of the best.
Okay.
We have Mighty Morphin number 10, Silver Coin number 5, Detective Comics 1041, and Spider-Man Spider Shadows number 5.
Always with the Spider-Man with you.
I love how you
Just a
said
few.
Detective Comics, what was that, 1041 or something like that?
Yeah.
And as soon as you said that number, Jake and I both just went. Just like, we're like, what?
Detective Comics has been going on for a while.
Mhm.
But if you watched the Marvel's new animated What If this morning,
Oh, it's out
I
now?
suggest. Yeah, the first episode's out.
What?
Watching
Yeah.
that after this?
It was good.
Hmm.
But if you enjoy that, check out Spider-Man Spider Shadows. It's a new thing Marvel's doing. They're creating like new What If stories, but they're actually giving writers and artists, instead of one issue, like 4 to 5.
Hmm.
And this one is, what if Peter Parker never took off the Venom symbiote?
Oh, wow. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Again, I'd watch it as a movie or TV show.
Absolutely. Now I'm debating what I should start because my wife actually came up and said she wanted to do Umbrella Academy. But now I'm thinking about starting this What If.
Oh, snap. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just one
And I
episode.
gotta catch up on Mando.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. Do it.
You got
And you got to watch
Well,
Just Visiting.
I gotta do Mando in a
Yeah.
week and Just Visiting.
Yeah. You should come up Saturday. We'll all watch Just Visiting. Do it.
Yes.
I'll ask Nikki.
All right.
What's the date this weekend? This Saturday?
14th.
Yeah, 14th.
Yeah, we shall see.
Mm. Okay. Well, thanks, Dan.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah. Like anything that you said, I'd watch as a TV show or a movie.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
You just wouldn't read it.
I would not read it. No, I'm just kidding.
You have to
I did-
understand, Dan. There's a reason why you're the only one who does comics. We don't
Yeah.
read.
I like. I'm the one that got you into comics, Dan.
I know.
And I'll get you
just
out of it. No.
Now look at it.
And I don't.
Oh my
I don't
gosh,
have the attention span to read.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, I love comics. I just fell out of it for some reason. I know I need to get back into it, and Dan,
It's a lot.
I'm sure you'll get me back into it. But yeah, like I have a box like this big of comics, and I see your collection now, and that's spooky.
Those are just trades, not even my single issues.
Yeah, not even a single issues.
Oh snap!
Or floppies. Yes.
Oh snap!
Now that I'm thinking about, I think I have to start watching Doctor Who again.
No.
But
will
you have to watch Mandalorian first and Just Living.
To be
And then-
to be fair though, I hear there's a new regen coming.
Yes,
Nope.
there is.
Nope, not happening.
But that it's not going to happen until next year. Because she still has
Okay,
her like
fine.
final show.
I will do the
I-
things I'm guaranteed, but then I can't guarantee what I'm going to do after that.
Okay. If they just got a new writer and she stayed, I would have been happy.
Oh, but she
She's
didn't.
not bad. She's not bad. as the
Okay.
Doctor. She just has terrible writing.
I'm waiting for the first American Doctor.
Never is going to happen.
Probably not. Everybody hates us.
I feel like the ratings would drop so much, taking
Yes.
something British and make it American. But
I mean, I'm sure we've done it before.
I mean, yeah.
Office.
Hey, Office.
Well,
was a
look
great
at
one.
look, what was that show that was based off of Broadchurch
Oh yeah, and it even
with
kept
with David Tennant? Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, kept him for both
I
of them.
thought they were both excellent.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I think you always go with the original,
You always go with David Tennant.
unless it was like so over, like with Suicide Squad. Like that's one where you're like, okay, the remake was definitely better, but like I don't know. I think like most people, and I lean towards the original. So I think Broadchurch was probably a little better.
mm.
But
I haven't watched the American one. Before we switch off of comics, K-Rob actually just dropped in the chat, and he mentioned Top Gear is another one they did. It's like, yeah, they did Americanized Top Gear. Did that do well though? I don't know.
Not sure.
He says, "Hey," and he says, "No Doctor Who first." I don't know if that means watch Doctor Who first or no Doctor Who first.
I think if I know Kevin, that means no,
no.
comma,
Yeah.
Doctor Who first.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
If it makes you, this is gonna make you cringe, Kevin, but I have not even finished Capaldi. So,
Wasn't that 2 doctors ago?
Yeah, I've seen more of
I've
seen more of Capaldi in Suicide Squad than I have in Doctor Who.
That's fair.
So, but yeah. So,
he says you're in for a treat then.
Yes.
Okay.
Just
well,
skip over his first season.
Okay. I think I actually saw that already. I think we might have watched that together, Dan, at your parents' house.
I think so.
Yeah.
At least a couple episodes.
Yeah. It's fine though. I'll like I said, I will do the Just Visiting and Mando, like I agreed to. I'm a man of my word, and after that,
All bets are off.
I will probably watch Doctor Who at work, whilst I watch Umbrella Academy at home.
Nice. That works.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Moving on to gaming.
Yes. 2 hours later.
Oh snap. Okay. So okay, people. Okay. Okay. So we have just the main topic for gaming today.
Okay.
So I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
I'll start. So I kind of fudged things for gaming. I was still within I was still within the lines, but not what you guys are thinking. I just went with gaming and not video gaming. I went with board games.
Oh.
No, I mean,
okay.
to be fair, the producer notes, if you will, just say games.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually
choose Candy Crush.
Yes, Candy Crush. So I want this board game to be made into a TV show. And because we already have The Expanse, which is an amazing space show. I think the best possibility for another show like that is Twilight Imperium. This is a board game that takes like 8 to 12 hours to play, and it's just about you and 5 of your closest friends or enemies just fighting over supremacy. There's politics, a whole bunch of stuff. And I think it'd make for an excellent TV show. I mean, The Expanse, you already have politics and war and stuff like that, but like I want it like on a grander scale where there's like, and like with I guess aliens, like, or more aliens than The Expanse. Boom. I want The Expanse to be more expansive.
Aliens.
Aliens. No, but like it makes it definitely be like a hard sci-fi, so it won't be for everyone. But I think it'd make a great political war show, really. And who doesn't love shows in space? To be honest.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Yeah. So that is my choice, Twilight Imperium, 4th edition, because why not? There's not much change. It won't affect the show at all.
As long as I can be the turtle people.
Turtle. Not turtle enough.
Even though we made them completely OP the first time we played.
Yeah, we did that wrong. Okay, well, Dan, would you like to go?
Oh, yes. So I changed my game mid-podcast.
What?
Nice.
At first, I thought Jack and Daxter, which is still a great idea. I don't remember that much of the game. And you talking of zombies, we'll bring another zombie TV show into the mix. I finished playing Days Gone.
Oh.
Yes. Because I figured just from that game alone, You can get a couple seasons out of it, and so pretty much biker gang in Oregon during the zombie apocalypse with government conspiracy going on behind it, and then also just you're mainly doing jobs for camps around the whole place. So I figured you can get like some good tension out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like the main villain, pretty much cannibals as well that try to act like zombies. They want to be the zombies.
So this is a weird way to phrase it, but I like cannibals.
Okay, Hannibal Lecter.
I like cannibals in
Yeah.
TV shows and stuff like that. So that'd be really cool.
Pretty much, if this gets popular, it can give me my sequel to the game,
Hmm.
which
I
this
ate
year
his
came
liver
out
with
from-
a side of fava beans.
which the studio said they are not making.
Oh,
Sony doesn't want to do it.
they're not making a sequel right now? Hmm.
No, it bombed so hard.
Did it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it took them a while to get the glitches out. I didn't play until a couple months ago.
Okay.
That was like a year or two after it came out.
Mm-hmm. It looked really cool from like all the trailers and the E3 footage I've seen.
Yeah,
Looked
but
really cool.
It was just bogged down in bugs.
Mm.
But
That's today. That's
now
just
it's the top game.
today's gaming. Yeah. That's cool, dude. I like that choice. I'd watch the crap out of that.
Exactly.
It's hard
Biker-
for me not to watch a TV show that is like dark.
biker gang and zombie apocalypse.
Heck yeah.
Everyone loves Daryl. They will love Boozer and Deacon.
You had me at Boozer. That's a great name.
That is a great name.
Booze
What does
Man.
he do?
He boozes.
So he's pretty much your like membership brother. So you're always side by side together.
Interesting. Okay. Jake,
Yes.
do you have a video game or game in general that you would like to make into a TV show or movie or something else?
No. No.
Oh, that's the end of the
Okay.
Boomcast.
So
Hi everyone.
I kind of tore between three, and for different reasons. So my original thought process was Gears of War, but that they've been tinkering on the outskirts of doing that already. So I didn't think that was like original enough. So then I started to twiddle with maybe Cyberpunk, even though I hate the game because it was the most buggy, glitchy piece of crap I've ever played in my life.
You just
However-
didn't play it on the right console.
However, I honestly, and this is gonna sound really dumb, but I just wanted another Keanu Reeves movie.
That's fair.
But then I decided to settle on a game that me and Mikey played for hours upon hours upon hours and beat together. And that is Army of Two.
Ooh, good
I
choice.
think Army of Two would be an excellent game. I don't know how you would bring it's like the aggro factor. I don't think that would be important, but like just seeing two people be so freaking bamf that they can just eliminate entire armies. I want to see, and granted, like we've all seen John Wick just take out like millions of people.
Yeah.
But I think adding a second person would add that dynamic to where it would be even more realistic because there's a lot more gun like I don't know. I love the mask thing. I love that. I just think you could really do a lot with an Army of Two background.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be my pick overall. Like I said, I kind of toy with other stuff. As I think, as both of you know, my favorite game series of all time is Gears of War.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for them to finally pull the trigger on it because it seems like every year there's that rumor, Gears of War movie coming out.
Batista's pushing for it, man.
Yeah, and
Wants it.
Batista would be an excellent Marcus Phoenix.
I agree.
Absolutely. And hear me out. I could also see The Rock as Dom.
Okay.
I think
We
he may he may almost it may almost be better to have oh my gosh. We just talked about it. Family.
Vin
Can't- Vin Diesel, yeah. I could see
family.
him as Dom as well. See what I did there?
So I see what you did there. Couple things. One,
Yeah.
I think you just stumbled upon an amazing Boomcast idea. It was like us casting. Daredevil. That might be something we look
Yes.
into going forward.
Whenever Mikey does his fingers like this, that means he's excited.
I am excited. Yes.
We're in trouble.
Yeah. Now you're all in big trouble.
Number two, I purposely did not choose Gears of War because I thought that was a lock in for you. I'm like, all right, well, he's probably gonna choose this. But I mean, yeah,
I think that's such a good idea for between that like these major game series.
mhm.
Why not?
Dude,
Halo? Like,
it'd be
okay,
so
make
good.
a viable Halo movie, not like an animated
I
one. Make
think
a live
The,
action.
the
I
TV
think-
TV show's coming.
Yeah, I was
Is
gonna
it?
say I think Halo would make a great TV show, rather than a movie. I think there's a lot to explore there. Gears of War, I can see that as
You can see
a
3
trilogy.
feature films.
Yeah, a
Yep.
trilogy.
That's
Dude,
nuts. Yeah.
perfect. But like,
It-
it'd just be so good, but they won't make it.
Every single game. Okay, let me. Not saying that the last ones were bad, like, but the first 3 Gears of War, those campaigns were absolutely some of the
So
best
good.
campaigns I've ever played.
Yeah, they're very good. 100%.
Yeah. So I
Agreed.
feel like they could follow that story to the T and be fine.
And here's what they need to do. They need to have a Carmine in the movie,
That dies.
but we don't know if he lives or dies. Like, don't follow like the story of each game. You know?
But then vote on it and hope he dies.
I mean, yeah, that's what they did with Gears of War 3. That'd be
know.
cool.
I don't. I was just playing with you.
I know.
I'm
saying this is a great idea, Jake.
And then the credits of the third one, all of them are alive still.
Yeah, somehow.
There you go. Yeah, no, honestly, all those sound really good. And I just love TV shows, so I would watch any of those as TV shows or movies, really. I just want to have a good time. That sounds like a good time.
Yes.
Sounded so sad.
I just want to have a good
just wanna have
time.
a good time.
It's been a rough year.
It's
It's been a rough like 3 years.
bro, it's almost 2022. That's ridiculous.
When was Eden born? I'm just playing. I love my children.
You're a bad father.
I know. I'm a terrible dad.
Okay, but that's what we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna end the Boomcast for this week. We will be doing like an after podcast gaming session. We're playing Knockout City, which is like a 3-player dodgeball game. So stick around for that. But yeah, I mean, like if you have any suggestions for whether it's for the show or it's for like, oh, I think this movie would be a great game, something like that. Feel free to message us or something, or leave a comment and we'll go over it. That sounds fun. So
Yes.
with that said, let's play some Knockout City.